this is some crazy shit because I just had some thoughts spark, and that's like, whoa. So like, think about this, okay? Every person in that room, every player in the room is basically, after we win, is competing to be king unconsciously. It's just the fucking energy of the ritual. So every player in that room is competing to be king of like basically the land. It's just like consciousness. And it's all like a hybrid, like it's basically a friggin', it's basically like we're in a fucking loop every year that all of these tribes in the UK are warring. These pagan tribes. And that they create a war every year. And that every war there's a Viking champion that drinks out of the cup and has this fucking like Viking fucking party. So that championship was so fucking massive and such a pop through that energetically every player in that room is competing to be king of the underground. Of the public image underground. Because like technically like you can walk around in public and like if you're a charismatic guy, nice guy, like no, you're fucking cool, you're shit, you know, you got a little bit of money, you can throw it around, like, and you have that fucking ring, like you can fucking do anything, you know what I mean? Like, and you know, so I'm like the public speaker, fucking want to be president guy. So like I'm like, oh, I got all those skills, so I don't have to worry, right? Now that event happens, well, we're gonna have to compete with all those couples. Think about Dylan Hunter and his, you know, and his, like he is the fucking literal like inheritor, right? So like we got to compete with like fucking Kristen, like, you know, and all that energy of what it looks like we outshine them from the beginning, and we would outshine everyone through the whole thing. Like we would have fucking just been that means I go on, because I'm the guy shutting Crosby down, you know. The event happens differently. I go friggin' win probably multiple Stanley Cups. You know what I mean? Like, together with you, we returned to London it never would have worked out that way, right? Because like I'm an outsider coming into London, I'm vibrating, and now I get traded to London. London's already vibrating, right? So I'm coming in, and now it's like, whoa, they're a little like, this vibration knows, oh, thank God this vibration's here. We need that. Holy fuck. Thank God. Our team needs to get better. Right? So I get traded. Like, meanwhile, there's vibrations that came from there, like the coach, like is here. So now I come in, and now there's like whoa, like now they started training together. Like the vibrations. I'm part of the vibration. Now I'm fucking like in the middle, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I got fucking like, I'm creating these vibrations with my wand, like my stick, with how I fucking play. Like now I'm like in the middle of the team, fucking controlling the story, because I'm like changing up the fucking feeling in the room about like how guys respect each other, you know? So like I'm just like fucking flicking off fucking like magic, like the cells coming in the umbilical cord, like the baby's just dancing with the mother, like, right? So like you're watching the game and you're pregnant and you're dancing with me because you're bringing up the memory of watching me fucking playing in the fucking nights, like, you know, like it's going on right now. So you're fucking creating, you're rubbing where I came on you, you know, like you're rubbing my fucking past memory into like your child playing hockey in the womb, like, you know. So then, like, so now I fucking, like a stealth agent, I'm in there. Now I'm fucking, boom. Now I make the mark. Boom. Like, so, like, every guy in the room is now the king, like, technically. And then now, time plays out, we're, like, competing over to be, like, who is really the image of the ethical one. Because that's what time is. Time is ethics. So, like, as time goes on, like, ethics, like, whenever your perception comes into an awareness, as time goes on, ethics become more visible. So you either become more ignorant or you become more conscious. Like there's only two ways you're moving in life, like into ignorance or out of ignorance. You know, because like that's why I believe in nothing. It's just always pumping. So like Wow, you're my fucking lover, girl. You're my lover. Like, you're my lover. You're my fucking lover. Love you. Fucking love you. Love everything about your skin. I love your pictures right now. You know, like, I see. So, like, I'm seeing you from a distance. I already know. Like, see, if I'm looking for story time, okay, boom, I see your sister. Like, it doesn't matter, okay? Even if you remove the aspects of what led us up to the meeting and the fact that there's two choices there, you or your sister, okay? If I am truly, this is how, like, you know, we can just, like, shed all that skepticism around you about, like, where you think you are in the world. Like, spinning on a ball. No, you're in still, and you're in one place, and everything is revolving around you. You're the star. Like, so, like, if I'm naturally the guy who's going to be making out with women in bars and not caring that, like, fuck, like, you know, what I was doing, like, fuck. Like, I mean, I really want to be making out with you the whole time. Like, there's, like, so, like, the energy there, like, I am being patient. So I'm being patient with you, and I'm not, see, I didn't go look for the tongue, you know what I mean? I didn't go like, oh, I want to go with her. You know, even in Cancun, I didn't go look for the tongue. Like, I didn't go look. It was brought to me. And then I was, like, somewhat expected to assist. Okay? So for me to walk away would have been like, oh, what the fuck's Larmy doing, right? Like, long term with the club. You know, oh, he's in love with his girlfriend, like, right? Like, you know, just met her. Like, you know, he's going to sell us out, you know. So then I just do what I need to do. Now, I'm not in love. I'm not like, oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, maybe that energy, like, manifests back to me because now, like, that's my karma. Like, I just, you know, because technically, okay, after we win, everyone becomes king. But technically on the underground, we go through the ritual, which is like the sexual ritual, which is really like, who is the king? Like, who is the performer? Who's the real performer? Like, you know what I mean? The real performer with the woman. So then that's where I claimed basically it out of everyone. And then it plays out. You know, I can't return to the city anyway. You know what I mean? Because, like, they're all warring. Like, the older generation, like the older hunters. Like, if I was in the city every year with you, like, with our spot, like, I got a bar. I would have a bar. Like, we would have, like, I don't know why the guys don't have a bar by now. Like, by the second, third, you know, we're talking about it by the second, third year. And, you know, that's when I started to kind of pull away after that. Is like, there's like the guy, all like 4 or 5 guys together don't own a bar. Like, that is fucked up, right? That's how fucked up it is. So I got to come in and get a place on my own. And then get everyone to basically return. And then now everyone joins in together as one at the same time. So, but it's an older generation. Like, I couldn't have sat there because everyone's like, oh, the hunters are the kings because they're the fucking management. Like, the adults, they're the kings. Like, they got the control. The kids aren't. They're lucky. They were in that spot. Like, that's kind of how it was in the beginning. You know, and it was, because now we go on and we got to fucking build our fucking adult careers. Well, I'm fighting through the fucking gauntlet. If you know the backstory of, like, how the culture works, like, I fucking had, like, wicked success in the NHL. Like, I had, like, a strong pro career, like, real strong, you know. And that's why, like, if I was with you, it would have been, like, 4 or 5 times stronger. You know, not twice as strong. It would have been, like, 4, 5, 6 times stronger, you know. And then, like, you know, once you pile, like, one success, boom, it would have fucking piled more. Like, literally. So, literally, the world just wasn't ready for us, you know. That's just the whole vibration of the consciousness, right? The tech, 2005, the way it's ready. So now, you know, you play out those memories, you know. You're with your lover. You're with me. You know, your boy is your lover. Like, it don't matter. Like, sex is everywhere. Like, you know, sex is not the fucking intercourse. Like, it's just the needle going in, coming out. So, like, we're having sex on the ice. We're having sex because you're thinking about me, you know. Like, this is why, like, I had to, like, isolate my environment. So, solitude, so that, like, I wasn't affected by my environment, so I could pull out these deep recesses and, like, look at them. Because now I have a video, look back, look at them. I'm watching it. So they use the tech against us in regards to, like, they're just filming us and we're just getting the image. You know, they're not teaching us how to, like, return, put it back, and then look at it, and then learn from, like, how we're operating. So, like, me and you know, we put this on display. Like, we, like, become, like, liquid creators. Like, everyone's literally tuned in, like, and will mirror us. Like, literally, they'll fucking mirror us. Like, remember, I'm on the ice skating around, okay? Everyone's watching. All the other guys are on the ice skating around. Everyone's watching. We're all an independent source out there. Like, I make my own decisions. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not making decisions that these guys are making. Like, I make my own decisions. Like, we're each a company. We're each a fucking product. You know? This is how they groom us. They're grooming us, technically, with the league itself. So I'm meeting you. You're in the stands with me, right? We're doing a dance out there. Like, I know this. I know I'm doing this. You don't, right? Like, you think you're just coming to my game and I invited you. You don't really know, like, what the fuck's going on in my head, like, and why it's so important to me that the guys know that, like, I'm leaving tickets for you and that you're at the game, and, like, oh, who's at the games? Oh, is she at the game today, Larmy? Oh, yeah, she here? Oh, Lance Romance, all right. You know, like, there's that stuff going on, like, you know, so, like, they know now I'm not fucking partying with them, and fucking I'm the guy that's not gonna go fucking, because they know I'm dating you, right? So, like, this is, like, part of how they play, you know? So we're, like, locking in, finishing the season. I'm, like, getting closer with you. I'm fucking, you know, even going deeper. I'm fucking scoring goals now. You know, it's easier for me to score goals because, like, I'm shooting for you. You're there. Like, you know, like, this is, like, so, like, I'm in the womb. Like, technically you're my mother's energy, a reflection of it, because I'm trying to, like, lay down with my woman. Like, and now you're in the stands watching me. I don't know. I can't see you, but I know I'm on display. You know, we're all playing. We're all competing to play because the maternal orgasm, oh no, now we're going faster. No more oxygen. We better skate faster and get that puck. So, like, we're huffing and puffing, and you're like, oh, go get him. Because you're breathing, you're having sex, and, like, it's reflected back. Now the orgasm comes, and it cuts off the blood flow. So here we are. You know, and now there's imprints, and they're being replayed out because those are the best hockey players. And, like, because they're supported, because the parents want to see them on center ice. It's just a natural expression. And now here I am. I'm your performer. I'm on center ice. Look at this fucking time capsule. Look at you tapping into me now. We're, like, fucking, like, making love again. You know? We're making real love, like, right now. Like, how you feeling? Like, I'm now getting into your chakra points. You know, I can feel it with my, like, performance on screen. Like, I'm like, you know, you're back in that moment of where you thought, like, you were intimate with me, that, like, you wanted to kind of rekindle but didn't know how because of all these external thoughts that are, like, somewhat weigh us down in our biofield, and then we end up eating and we don't know how to express them, and we kind of sit there and we don't do their bodies, and then we have the kids, and then, like, oh, it gets tiring because we got to handle the kids and handle all their activity because they're the real ones who are fucking, you know, playing out who we are. So then, you know, oh, I need a break. I need a partner to fill me up. Like, well, that only can last so long before you're fucking like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? So, like, now when it's fucking connected, you reconnect with the original source of what gave you the thought of wanting a child. Because a family like me, intimate lovers, like laying in bed forever and just fucking purring Just fucking, you know what I mean? Like, this is where I'm at. But I'm like, how do I get there? I got all this fucking energy around me. I'm not a small town guy. I know I can see through the lines of London. You know, I'm there to see through the lines of London for London so we can open them up. And then now London has a bubble and there's like no more lines. And now all the lines got moved to the outside. And now London has a shield. Now London has a shield and they're even like more like united with things instead of being divided, thinking they're all fucking king. So the real fucking king comes in, drops down the fucking tech fucking trap, time bomb, scoops up his ladies as soon as he gets in town. Because you want to be scooped up. I know you. You know. I love you sitting on my lap at the bar, like, with all that activity around us. I mean, anywhere we were. You just sitting on my lap, just like where we're chilling, just fucking holding you, and your face is just right here. You know, it's just that close, and we're just like sitting there, people watching, smiling. Like that's what. See, that's the shit I know. Like, I mean, I just wasn't even fucking close. Nobody even compared to compete. Literally, not even fucking a flick. But I'm not in the environment of London, right? Like, it's harder to see that I'm recreating you because I'm not in London. Like, if I'm in London, like, I can't stop thinking about you. So it's like all I'm doing is like recreating you, you know? And like, I can't tell you because I'm in the boys club. So like, I have to not be there. You know, if we would have caught just a little bit of wind into my pro game, fuck, we would have went sailing for a long time. Like, just like on our own, just broke away. You know, but I know for myself, I was never going to leave my parents behind. So, like, I'm here in this time capsule sacrificing for my parents. Like, because, like, I know, like, now I see, like, I've been keeping them alive. And, like, so now I have an opportunity to button that up. Boom. Now move with, because if they see me reconnect and get on my feet with this stuff and, boom, like really articulate what's happening here. And then, like, the love story, you know, time capsule. Online. Like, they'll fucking fall in love with my movies. Like, right now, they hate my movies because I'm alone. I recalibrate with you and, right? Because, like, one man alone looks weird. A woman alone looks weird. Like, you know, a woman together with a man. Now we have the daughter together. Like, that is a dream for me. 2 older boys with a daughter, and like the older boys are like your city creation that is, you know, I'm a part of because like only you know what you're thinking about. Now we extend your link because it's not mine. My link's already dead, right? I'm the male. We extend your link of ancestry by having the female. Because then that is like another inflection point that is being created. Now we can control the environment of your pregnancy and create like literally an absolutely flawless, you know, expression of a vessel that, you know, can be birthed as, you know, a liberation to each other, me and you, our own love. Now she becomes the space between us, which is the female that we both respected over this whole period of time. Me, you know, and now like I'm in the boys club as basically the king. I'm even more the king than Wayne Gretzky. That's how this works. Like, I literally take the kingship from Wayne Gretzky. And I will take it from Sidney Crosby because we beat him in the finals. If you're thinking, and then it even doubles back to that, I beat Russia in the finals in Quebec Pee Wee, so I could even weave my story in that, like I'm better than Ovechkin because he doesn't have a Pee Wee championship. There's so many. Remember, it's perception. Like these guys are controlled and handed the script about, oh, you're king. They don't understand the dynamics of how the fucking cup fucking works. I just discovered that kind of on my own. Like, that's why this works, because they can't come and touch me. Like, I'm just one that woke up. They can't turn me off. They can't tell me, no, that's not true. I mean, they can, but then they're starting a dialogue if they do. And if they start a dialogue, it means they're responding, right? So I'm getting them back what they get asked for, right? We vote, that's usury. Well, now they got you because they know you voted. You used the system. I start talking about, I could just say whatever I want. If they even say, no, that's not true, well, now they've engaged in dialogue. It means that, well, what part's not true? What part is not true? You know what I mean? So like, it's all about language and baiting the language. So, but I'm the party guy too. I'm not gonna shut down parties, right? Like, I'm just opening up a new party door that is a different type of party. And, the real private party, and the reason why I even do it is to have this party with me and you. Because remember, I'm not sharing this space with everyone, right? I'm starting to make videos, but I think I'm sharing with everybody. Now I'm actually fucking healing, like, deeply. Because I'm sharing this with you, and we're using this intimately, privately, to then now, be the stars, and then we craft the stage together at will. So we pull the curtains in and out. We create the new lines, right? There's all these lines in London divided. I come in, place the center, everyone comes in, all the lines recalibrate to the outside. Now London has a really strong shield. You can't get in. Even the government itself, we create a new government structure within London. So now the government of London literally gets pushed out. Now we got a new bubble. We start people start coming. Like, that's gonna only you have the memory to know, like, literally only you and like your connections have the memory to know, as we build upon that, where the lines need to go. Because there's gonna be like things that are gonna creep up. So like, only you know where they go. And me, because I don't know, I can come in and like, boom, lay down the law, because I don't have connections. They will listen. They have to listen to me, right? I'm the fucking one with the wand walking God. Like, they've already fucking meditate over me and worshipped me on the ice. So I come in and I can actually lay down the hammer. I'm the masculine lightning bolt. And then you're the female who sits back and goes, there, over there. I remember that over there. Like, now we know, like, where we put like more restrictions or less restrictions on people, because we know their character is more for the light or less for the light, based on where, your memories are at with them, and also based on how their ceremonies are going with their detoxing. So now I'm not fucking stuck in Florida, right? My consciousness, my time capsule consciousness. Like, I'm not like thinking that my tech temple is in Florida. I'm now calibrating like my physical now time space to bring it to London, because, technically then that was my event with Slapgate. I slowed everything down for a year. It enables me to calibrate to now get up to London. Like, if they kept pushing things, boom, it would be more escalating and falling off. So now, like, nothing's going to really happen. Like, London isn't going to do well. The Knights aren't going to do well. Sarnia is going to do well in the playoffs. And then, like, so because London doesn't do well, they need to revive an image that's going to help me over the summer. I'm going to revive the image. because it's inevitable. The top of the fucking hunters, it's they can't hold it together. It's avalanching. Like, it's part of the language. Like, there's nothing up there anymore. Like, they're trying to figure out who to give it to is what's going on. They're trying to figure out who to give it to so their secrets don't get out. They know they're giving it to fucking Dylan, but they're like, oh, what's Dylan going to say once he gets it? Right? Because Dylan, like, somewhat is pissed. So then they're working with the cousins and stuff and them with the Stedmans. And yeah, they're going to get it too. But they don't know it's like a public image thing. Like, so like, it doesn't matter, like, who has the money. Because like, if there's a public image crisis, well, they ain't going to be fucking money coming in. So like, that's where I'm at. I'm the politician knowing that. I'm the rep because I'm the fucking person. It's my body. It's my voice. So now, if I'm the only one with the microphone talking about that year, well, I can just fucking make shit up, right? Like, I can just say whatever I want. That's like, maybe in line. I could say things and present things a way that's just comedic in order to heal people about the trauma. That's how we reverse it. Now I get people to breathe. So like, I think stand-up comedian is probably in my calling, and I'm doing it up in London. So then I create the Oscars event. That makes sense. It slows everything down on a political level because everyone's thoughts now gives me time to now step out of time, because I'm out of time right now, like in my own mind, to even process this. Gives me time to now fucking basically kind of have closure with my parents, like, where like after this week, like they go up north, if they do end up dying, like I'm somewhat ready for it, like at any time, like so I have to like create that closure like in the next few days with them. You see, they're kind of freaking out. They don't know who to give it to because they don't want their secrets to get out. Because they came from Washington. Like, I'm sure this is fucking deeper, way deeper than I thought. There's probably so much more going on that I fucking did not know about, and like I'm fucking in the middle of it for sure. That's why I need like you, like to like, not need you, but like that's why like I attracted you. Because I'm in the game anyway. Like I'm fucking on the program. Like, attracting you is part of the story, the London story. Remember? Because you meet someone, you get married in your fucking hometown. Like, that's fucking hot. It's the woman, it's your hometown, the woman. I'm coming to the knee to marry you, right? Like, and you're saying yes. Like, that is, and now I'm the one on the ice skating around, like everyone's worshiping the whole image. So that's replaying. I come back, go out, come back, go out, come back, couple summers. Only the inner circle knows Kelly, right? Only the inner circle knows my girlfriend at the time. Like, so like the fans have no idea. So now, as it's being resurrected, they learn about this story, which is really about kid trauma, your side and my side. Because like this is about London clamping down its own people. That's where the division is, in the city. So I come in, push all the lines to the outside. Now the city's united, and the line is a force field around it. Now we just fucking do some kind of mock-up of like London and England, and like start like fucking doing all sorts of like repower structures to like calibrate and mock and mirror. So then like it just starts happening in England because it's mirroring. Because it's mirroring what we're doing. because you don't know this. Like, we got police, we got like detectives and shit hanging around the team, fucking undercover detectives with us, hanging around the team, making sure fucking everything's okay. And shit that like, these guys are like fucking working with fucking drug dealers and shit. Like, so like this is like part of like the energy of like what's like overlooking us. Like, so I'm like, fuck, that's like fucking secret agent shit. Like, so I'm already like, all right, how do I heal the sickness of people just like kind of doing unconscious things? Like, they don't want to stop. If you show them, they don't want to stop. Like, the guys are fighting, right, about a girl. And I kind of get in there and I show them that it's probably a good idea just to fucking relax. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, and they don't see me, right? They don't see who I am. They don't see that reality. They're like, shut up, Larmy. And they keep fighting. I can maybe step in again. Guys, look at this angle. Shut up, Larmy. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm out. Now I can't witness it. I leave the room. But if I'm witnessing it, I have to take action, right? That's me. So I'm witnessing it. I'm in the room with you. We're flawless, right? I'm not even, like I said, I'm not going out there looking for the tongue anymore once I find you. I found the tongue. I'm trying to work with how do I keep getting that tongue? Like, like touching the tongues. That's the heart. That's the heart flesh, technically. Like, remember, I'm fucking seriously in love with you. Like, it's not just 2 games you game to, and then like, oh, that was cool. Maybe he liked me. He invited me to a game. No, I brought you into the club, girl. You may not have known it, but you were brought in, and I am very much aware of what I'm doing. With the whole like producer, because now I'm in the producer mind. Like, I'm fully, I had all the voices talking to me back then. I had a producer voice, a director voice, and then my actor. My actor's trying to have fun. Like, that's the guy that's fucking going wild. Like, he's trying to just be the actor. He wants to be on center stage, right? He's the actor. He wants to be fucking on center stage all the time. The director is the one that kind of is talking with other people to get them to kind of do what the director wants them to do. Like, oh man, you don't need to do that. Like, oh, don't say that. That's mean or whatever. That's directing. So someone's feeling insecure. They said something that kind of wasn't funny in the group. The group's not really responding. I step in and make it a little funnier, and then I double back it to him and give the conversation to him. And now he's getting the conversation after a laugh, so that now he can just think of something new, and now everyone's going to kind of, go into the energy and like see him in a brighter light. See, like, this is like what parties are. Like, you get around, it's a campfire. Like, so the one thing I loved about you is that like you just affirmed everybody. That's what your job was. You're there affirming everybody. You're not there fucking taking light or trying to fucking be center stage. When you do get center stage, you're somewhere shy. So then, you opening up to me was like, oh my God, Kelly's going for center stage. It's like, oh my God, that's abnormal. Well, no, it's not. That's your naturalness. That's why they're like, oh my God, she is. She's so beautiful. Yes, you are beautiful. Like, that's why I saw you. Because I'm already on center stage, right? By being in the bars at night. So as a producer, all I want to do is like grab my actor and bring her on stage. Like, that's my thing. So now the last, like, I guess year, I'm more embodying the producer than anything right now. I'm like 85% the producer, like 10% the actor, 5% the director. Because I don't have many moving parts out there anymore. I don't need to direct. My direction is like how I talk to the actor to act. And then how my director is talking with my producer in regards to how I'm continuing to writing the next film. So like I'm more the actor and that happens. I'm more fucking wild man. Like, right? Like I'm gonna be the actor because that's the fucking boys script. Like that's the script. I'm gonna do that until it's ready to be annihilated. Now I step away, I'm assassinating the character. Well, the fact that the character assassinated my girlfriend, who I loved, who is the producer, is part of the story. Like I assassinated my own character, myself, back then unconsciously because I was traumatized by the boys club. I need to reconnect with my link because the boys club, you just walk to die. You're just walking to die, live to die. We're singing that song in the Mem Cup championship. Live to die, live to drink the beer we're forgetting. So I found the fountain of youth. I'm remembering, I'm drinking my piss, which is reconnecting my memories back to the replay that brought me to you, which helped me find myself, which is consciousness. I'm recreating now with you. We already created two boys. It doesn't matter. The boys are the universes, two. Like they're all the boys. Like all the children's are all the boys. Like, so like I have the perspective of that. I'm not thinking through like the Drew Larman. I'm the producer, right? I'm now actually embodying the producer and bringing it out as an actor. But like everything I say, I'm still the actor Drew Larman because I am that person. I still speak for that person whenever I want. That's why like this is multidimensional consciousness. I can be several people at once. Like if you're a spy agent, you have 5 passports. Okay, you're 5 people. Like how's that even on paper? You are sure. Now time space though. My thing is like how do you talk for the now time space? Forget about like all being people on paper. How do you actually identify the now time space on paper? That's like my thing. So here we are. I had to go through the journey because like I'm not Kelly. You're not Kelly. I'm not Drew. So we're sitting there. Kelly, Drew's coming together. Drew's kissing another girl. Kelly doesn't like it. Well, yeah, Kelly and Drew, they're not meant to be together. They only came together to bring the city together. Well, the city doesn't want to be together because they're drinking more beer because they're remembering. So, okay, Kelly and Drew can't be together. Like, nobody's even trying to fucking talk to us about why they don't see me with you. Literally the only one that cared about asking me about what happened was Perry's brother, like the little brother, like AJ Perry. He's the only one who's like really asked me about what happened with Kelly. And I told him, I said she's just not that sexual and stuff. Like I don't even know what to say. I was so embarrassed. Like I can't say, oh yeah, I got fucking caught like fucking making out. Like then that's like, oh, then he's telling people like. And then it's like, oh, Drew's not as smooth as we thought he was. Like, then I'm like getting a bad rep. So like, I'd rather have the rep that I'm like, see, like I'm trying to get to the NHL. Like that's what these guys are. So like, and I can't come chase after you because like I'm the producer's holding me back, right? It's not my actor. My actor wants to run and be dramatic. And be like, no, I didn't like that girl. She was fucking she just wanted to kiss the night, and get all fucking animated in front of your friends. Then your friends are like, oh my God, who is that guy, right? Like, I'm the producer though, right? I'm trying to keep the producer image because I want to be like, oh, how do I be king and queen of the bar? Like, right? King and queen of the city. Like, I just fucking took a shit on the floor. I'm the king. I just shit in front of my queen. Like, right? Like, my queen just walks in, I take a shit. Oh, fuck. I'm like, well, how do I clean this up? Like, that's the producer right there. Well, I'm going to have to fucking sacrifice my pro career. I literally sacrificed my fucking pro career in that moment in order to fucking make sure I didn't traumatize you anymore. Because if I go on a pro career, win cups, I'm like, yeah. And I left my fucking... my Kelly girlfriend behind, like I'd be in an eternal death spiral. Like I would never have made it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's the fucking ritual. Like, if the guys are smart enough to be with their junior girls and go on to win a cup, like they literally are the king. Like this fucking like you don't even like you just are the law. Like you do whatever you want. So I stay with you. Yeah, we win the fucking Stanley Cup. Me and you are like, Stanley Cup. Now our fucking daughter's sitting in the cup. Like, it's a joke play on us because these players do it, put their children in the cup, take pictures, and the fucking immortals are fucking laughing because they're the ones who are living for hundreds of years watching us play this game, and we're putting our mortals in the cup, and it's really an immortal drinking cup. You drink out of the immortal cup. So you have to go through the veil to get it. And then they're placing the mortals in and then they're feeding them the baby food and the fucking junk food, which kills them. Instead of getting them to loop their urine. So there I am. Producer knows I just sacrificed my pro career right there with you. Like, I didn't sacrifice my pro career. I sacrificed my pro career with you in that moment. Because it doesn't matter. 3 years go by, we're now playing pro, and I'm sitting with you in a bar, like in fucking New York or Florida, and in the back of my mind, I have not healed from the fact that I did that. I'm always looking around. I can't even fucking look at a woman in the bar anymore. Because I'm like, oh my God, if I want to kiss her, like, my tongue is going to get cut off, like, because, like, crypto is going to get me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why as a producer, I'm like, what? Phone camera? I'm like, I couldn't process it. How do I clean this up for my queen? I leave town, you dump me. Like, that's the only thing I could think of. Like you get the respect of, like, I don't even give you a chance to take me back. You know what I mean? I don't even give you a chance to say, no big deal, Drew. Literally. I don't come up to you and say, oh my God, like, I really want to kiss you, I'm sorry. I don't even say that. I don't even give you a chance to go, okay, honey, it's all right, don't worry about it. I immediately imprint and go into fucking the trauma of it. And then you have all those thoughts of thinking, like, why did I storm off? Oh, I should have said this. I could have said that. Or a month goes by and you're like, oh, well, now I want to kiss him. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, and then there was never a pathway for us to communicate because, no cell phone, like, the parents, like. But, like, if you're, like, we're creating a pathway anyway, like, in the ethers, even if we're not, like, conscious about it. So then the pathway ends up being what it is. Jesus, man, I'm a fucking crazy life magician. This is wild. Like, I'm literally the king of fucking London. Like, there's no other ways around it. I am the king of London, and I ran away. And I just kind of allowed everyone else to have center stage. And they all played it out. Now they show their true colors. Now London's very thankful I come back. They're fucking like, oh, thank God he's here. Now we can get back to fucking shaving off. Like, technically, now they're thanking me because I'm... See, like, now, like, we gotta do some shit about the fucking vaccines. Like what's going on there? Have some water. So that happens. I pretty much, my producer mind already knows. Boom. You know, I'm selling out my pro career, right? Because think about it, I'm in the environment. There's other sources involved in the abuse than me. Like my other buddy's responsible to go on and win the cup. That's his track record. That's what he's gonna do. So I'm thinking that in this moment, I'm like, you know, I'm throwing away my NHL career with you. Like, I guess that was because I technically was like, she can't handle it. In that moment, I was like, she can't handle the biz. Like, because I'm like, yo, if you can't even fucking pull me aside and be like, honey, what's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought we were there. Like, you could be like, honey, like, we could sit down and, like, talk it out, right? Like, but must have been, like, teenagers, like, fucking not understanding the game, like, right? They even know that we could go sit down on a bench outside, talk about it. Like, it's almost like we immediately got brought into like, the guy's expectation of what you needed to do. And then me, I'm just like I just fall off the edge after that. I just start like, then I'm starting to look for the demon tongue. Because like, I'm like, oh, well, that must be what, what's center stage for me, right? Season's over, everything's over. Now the camera needs to get turned on. Because nobody's watching me anymore. Because I'm the center stage, right? I'm the king. That's why he gets me. Like if he films someone else and does it, like, he doesn't get them because that it has happened like 7 times with guys and their girls, you know. So like, it happened one time. Like I wasn't kissing any women in London at all, like ever. Like, it was a trauma for me that you wouldn't kiss me. Like that's like, now looking back, I was like, how do I pick the girl that doesn't want to kiss me in public? Like, what the fuck? But like, back then, I'm not understanding the Sarnia trauma. So I'm just being patient. I'm like, oh, fuck, a feminine expression of whatever you feel is right for yourself. Because I'm like, I want to be with her. Like, I want to, like, long term. I don't want to bang her and never see her again. you know, like, we're having sex there, before the fucking, like, we're having sex there in the playoffs. We're still, like, another month goes by. Like, like, I'm not. So, like, here we are. I'm like, oh, she can't handle it. Like, I'm just see, I'm thinking like, oh, I'm just doing it because I'm a knight. Like, because she's like, oh, that sounds terrible though. Like, oh my God. But then this is like what, like, see, like all these guys cheat on their girlfriends and the girlfriends get back with them because it's like, you talk through, there's like an unconscious going on. Like, oh, I don't really, it's a sex addiction fucking situation. So because I want to kiss in the bar. Like, it's fucking wet. I want to get in there. I want to kiss my girl, the one that I want to like sit on my lap with me and just sit there. Everyone knows this is our space. Like, like, you know. So like, long term as a producer, yeah, I see it. Boom. Now my career in the NHL, like, the only thing I'm focused on is like selling out the boys club. So that's why I get the captain in Rochester. Like, I get a leadership position. So, like, that really solidifies myself as a leader in the community. Just that image. Now I'm a producer. I could sit back here as the producer, looking back at like how I produced that part of my life, and not be so emotionally attached to now time space of what that actor did. That was somewhat brings up bad feelings, because now we're rekindling in now time space the thought that always was there. The thoughts don't go away. They just start manifesting in ways that are under the surface. So, you have your children, you have your husband, you changed your last name. Like, that was probably a big thing for you, is getting a different last name. It just feels that that was something for you that you needed to feel and identify with in order to like break into some healthy expressions with like your own individuality within the time-space continuum. Like I look at Kelly Milburn, I feel better about seeing that than looking at Kelly Tarkowski, which is so weird, right? Because I'm intuitive. Like I feel it's healthier that you have Kelly Milburn and it's not Kelly Tarkowski still. Like, you know, like I feel like, yeah, like you need like that husband support, that energy. Like having kids is something that you always were thinking about. So you're meeting me because you want to have kids, like with me. Like, I mean, I know, like, right? Like, I know this. I'm meeting you because I kind of want to have kids with you. Like, I know I want to have kids with you, actually. Already. Like, first fucking couple of weeks. Like, I know. I was like, oh, I want to friggin', like I said, I want to give this girl my contract, right? Like, but then there's a language within the guys. It's just like, no, like, don't trust women. Like, you don't trust them, they're going to fuck you. You know, so like, now I gotta play it out and be slow with my expression. You know, because it's like totally different. I meet Amanda right away and she just wants to have sex. And I'm like, okay, whatever, have sex. But, I mean, I'm like I'm that producer that is just standing there with the people around. Like I'm already in sex. So the action of it is just the actor, right? That's why like porn, like, you know, I studied porn, like it became a study. Like I wouldn't even watch it to friggin' jerk off sometimes. I would watch it to study like what they're trying to do with the black magic, because like technically everyone's entrained, like to this fucking like this like vibe that they put out on commercials and shit. So like as a filmmaker, I'm like trying to understand like the dynamics of these flashes, these frames that they flash, right? We're just getting flashes. So these printout, the baby is just like a flash printout, just flashing, printing. So like you're double backing, like you're the host, right? Like it's parasiting off you. You're the host. So then you're feeding it your thought. It's picking up your thought. It's printing your thought technically. So it's like a 3D printer. So then it's gonna play back to you. So then I come into the equation and boom, your kids like fucking automatically like know me. Like we're gonna open up fucking portals. Like we're gonna sit around in a fucking circle, meditate. You know. Now they have someone that they think is now their father. You know. But energetically, there's something there with you where, you know, could even biometrically be like very much like genetically like connected because you're thinking of my face. Thinking about how I move, like the way that, like, even on the ice, like, you're watching me skate. Like, that is a unique pattern that is my heart expression. You're celebrating when I score. You're getting, ooh, when I get hit. Right? You're interacting with it. It's not like, oh, there's a glass there, it's on that side, and then you're on this side. You know, you're interacting with it, even if it is on the TV. This is how the black magic works, because, you know, anything with screen art is black magic, technically, because it's a black screen. So my story of being like the projector, I'm coming in like I am the fucking camera, is now replaying out. And so like me sitting there with you and your sons doing some meditation, breathwork, movement, like you won't have to try to get them to do it, right? And then so that energy, because you don't have to watch them and like, oh, like I have to make sure they're entertained and they're happy and they're all this and that and the other thing and they're fed and they're, you know, you're always like on point watching them, being a good mother because that's what you are. You're always of service. You're always of service to your environment because you're the nurturer. You know, I'm always in service to my environment. Like I'm the nurturer. Like we're both. That's why we're the counterpoints of the king and queen. Like that's why we aren't corrupted. We aren't the fucking corrupted ones. Like, and like you're the female, so you absorb more. You definitely are not going into that like mentality of fucking just sleeping around like your sister. I'm the male one, so like my energy doesn't get absorbed as much in the biofield, so I can go out and spread. So actually, me spreading my seed, like, is somewhat like powering the overall machine. You know, but then the last 7 years, I fucking eat my seed. Like, I fucking get into this like self cycle of shame, and then like I eat my own stuff, and then now see, like, that's like you. Like, I'm re popping it out to bring it in. I'm trying to like be you. I'm trying to like swallow, like, I'm trying to be you, swallowing my own seed, like, right? Because like, so like, you're having a baby, you're thinking about this, you're seeding. So I'm fucking jerking off, you know, going into the tech looking to be a woman, like, you know, like, that's you because you're fucking rubbing your belly. I'm like, now I'm eating my, I'm continuing to like build my now time space unconsciously because I can't consciously see that I'm connected to this replay memory that we gave each other. So now, like, boom, I woke up, I broke through that last sleep. That yesterday was really hard with the jerking off. Now I'm fucking like, I'm really flowing. I don't feel the jerking off really at all. Like, I feel more like the partners I was trying to get, like the guy, like I meet the guy, and like the way he is and his energy, I'd be like, man, like that's where I need to be, like with like the way I feel with my first chakra, like with my penis. It's like, cause like I sit back, like the big black guy sit back, gets his fucking huge fucking dick just played with, right? Like that's, so I was the woman now, like connecting with that energy, and then afterwards, I'm like, I'm like feeling my penis, and I'm like, it feels more like a little bit. I was healing myself, connecting with, if I was more like this with my penis, like, you know, that girl comes to fucking kiss me, I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, you know, I don't even care, right? Because I know, like, like I don't need like to chase that, like, in a way, like, because like, I'm committed with my girl, like I'm not even chasing. I'm technically just walking over there for your wishes. Like, technically, she wants to kiss me there. I kiss her there, and I say, okay, thanks. See you later. Bye bye. Like, I walked her out of the main space because you don't want me kissing her in the main space. But you said just make sure nobody sees you. Like, you got to think. Like, I'm in the main space. More people are seeing me. Like, there's like 3 tables that see me. I go into a corner. Like, and now, like, we're talking about this event. It involves another person, but really, all we're talking about is kissing each other. So it's almost healing. The person is healing us. Because we both know this was the event. You know what I mean? Everyone else can think whatever they want about us. That's why I got to get in contact with Civi, because I'm curious to see his angle. Because now maybe I make this like a public story event in order to just like assassinate my character in a way that has both sides win. Like, the old boys club doesn't get their whole fucking Cancun ritual exposed, but everyone in the back end knows that's what I'm talking about. And then everyone on the front end who has been traumatized by players doing this and not really caring about the girlfriend in the equation heal, because I'm traumatized by it, and I fucking traumatize myself more by going into the group of thinking that, like, so there's the separation of the sexes now putting on display. Now we're bringing the sexes together as well as the races, because, like, I'm the woman, I'm the white woman with the black man, I'm the white man with the white woman, as well. Like, there's like, so like I'm the bridge, and then I'm also, the out of town, cup drinker that now sets up shop in London. So now London has an excuse to act differently because someone's setting up shop that's not from London, but he gave London's identity. The champion. I'm the king in the back network, everyone knows it. No one else is gonna fucking, know how to set up the square. they'll just start following me because that's part of the program, right? They follow my teammates aren't ready to stand next to me. That's why I'm not there either. Because they're not ready to not be the old boys club. Now Prusty fucking married someone, it's on display, their fucking orgy party. And then now he's broken off, he's meeting a lady, maybe getting a little more like, oh my God, he's healing from that. Okay, that's a place. Like we got Dilly fucking married with kids, like fucking great. We got Civvy married with twins. Civvy's got twins. So then we got Perry married, still playing in the NHL. We got Shreppy with a kid out in Europe. We got Bolin with 2 kids. We got Mathot with a kid, like, you know, but none of these guys are gonna like set up any kind of public square. That's my job. It's always my job. I went there to do it. It was my dream from the beginning. Seriously, that year, the streak, everything. I'm the man in the middle. You saw me out there. You saw how influential I am. Like, what are we supposed to do? Just forget it never happened? Oh, we just break up or whatever. We never even really broke up. We just had that event. And we never really talked about it. You know? So, okay, this is how life works. I mean, I'm thinking about you all the time in bars because that's where I see you. So I met you. I'm not going to fucking walk to the grocery store and really think I'm going to see you. So, like, I'm standing in the bars all the time and thinking about you in the back of my head. It's only a matter of time before the bar smells like you. You know, I lost that smell of the red silky shirt and the curly hair. Like I've lost that, like, sensory perception. You know. Now I have these. All I have is these pictures and these messages that we've sent each other. You know, and I can only see it. I can't, like, feel it. I can't touch it. I can't get in there. You know, even, like, that's why, like, I want to make sure this time capsule, like, it's important for you because, like, if I'm not in a place myself emotionally to be able to handle real-time now space conversation with you, like, you're going to watch these and then be like, oh my God, I want to kiss them. Like, that's not how I feel. I never told you either. Like, and then you want to, so I can't, like, I got to make sure, like, I'm in a place where, like, oh my God, I'm available there in now time space now for the situation as whatever happens on the other end, because, you know, I want you to be like, oh no, that's not how I feel. I wanted to kiss you. I'm sorry. I want to say something. Like, I want you to, like, be able to feel like you can talk back to me right now. Like, that is part of the trick on this whole energy of the time capsule. So you could just press stop, call me, and we could talk about it right away, because my environment's set up when I approach you to be available to you like that, because I mean, this is lovership, like, right? I'm gonna now heal you from the relationship trauma of your husband, because I'm gonna coach you through the language tricks of how he uses to kind of gaslight you or manipulate or whatever, and I'm the key, right? I'm the unlock, like, I'm the lover, like, but we're not having sex, so there's no animosity there. We're just talking, right? What's wrong with having a friend, right? So, like, this is our way of glitching the system so we could get back at the system, and then now our force field is intouchable, right? Because technically, you don't technically touch anything in life, really, magnetically. You don't actually, like, the particles that come together at a quantum level, like, they're not actually they don't overlap. What happens is there's a magnetic field, and when the particles come together, the magnetic field is so strong that they repel. Like, so a baseball hits a bat. You think the particles smash together and break off? No. They come together and every particle repels off each other and then, like, bounces. So, like, at a quantum level, that's how it works. So, energetically with us, because we're 2 units, we can get inside of each other, right? Like I can enter you, like you're the female, I'm the male, like We can also kiss, and our saliva like exchanges, like our DNA, our cells like will integrate. Like we are the tech here. They don't want us integrating because then we start like vortexing like yin yang fucking torsion fields in our now time space, like right in between us, and that's like a blooming pollinated flower just because of the pure intention. So then, like, he's like not has pure intention with him. You're just doing it because you're settling because you can't find anyone else because they limit us by areas of like how we can access, and then they plop us in all around, especially in Canada, right? These little small towns. I'm the guy with the face. I'm the guy with the face code that goes through every city, right? I walk through every city like this, you know. Boom, I'm just waking everybody up. Boom, 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 boom. And really, every wake up is leading me back to the power to reconnect with your face so we can do this together. Smile, kiss. Breathe in, breathe out. Mula Bandha. Which is returning to what we were originally doing in the womb. So we constructively use that power now, put it on display. Now, we open up the gateway of that energy, and now we privately create with it. Like now, I'm not talking about children. Like we're dolphins, right? So we privately create with our sexual energy whatever it is we want. Like you're talking money, whatever. Like money, you want to buy, money in a bank, whatever. To buy things, whatever. But like we're both not superficial people, so we don't buy things. Like we're not buying things to buy big mansions. We get a nice, comfortable spot, environment. That's all that's needed. And we buy like advertisements to reach people to come to ceremony with us, where they sit and they drink from our story. The story of us. We're reflecting back to them their own story that they're replaying out, right? So I have to have a center. Because I'm the center stage, I have to have a center that replays the story. Because that's just part of my natural, like, talents. Because I am the projector. We are all each technically the projector. So now, like, we enter each other. We enter each other. We alchemy with each other, right? Like your juices, seep into my skin. Now I am Shivambu, I drink it. Now I'm fucking drinking it. Now it's cycling again. I'm descending. It's not ascension, like you're pissing out going towards something. It's descending. You want to descend into your body, into your memory. Then as you reconfigure, piss it out, bring it in, reconfigure, piss it out, you're going deeper into the creative powers of your chakra access. So then me and you, we're getting in there together. We're looping our urine together eventually. Now like our faces are like fucking like morphing together. Like, now we create a child that will, it doesn't become like, oh, I hope like you get pregnant. Like we have total like infinite control over that process, because of like the body movements. You technically will control my ejaculation, because I will, once. This is also how it works too, like with the circumcision. So the circumcision is an immediate trauma cut. Like how the fucking it works with the fucking uncut penis is like when you're soft, your penis is covered, so it's got moist. It's like moist and like has like glands and shit on the top of the penis. Like it's like fucking, moist. It's like smooth. Like I'm uncut, as you know, and so like it's all dried out and like all that shit, right? So if it was uncut, it would be covered and stuff like that. So your dick is supposed to always feel like it's actually in a pussy. That's how it actually works. And then when it enters the pussy, it gets aroused. Now boom, now the head comes out. It's in the pussy. The head's in the vagina. The woman is supposed to have like really strong control over her mulabunda, so she squeezes the base of the penis. You know, so you go like this, the extra skin, you know, gets held by the woman, and then every time it comes in, the skin is going in and out. So it's the only time the head ever comes out and exposes itself is when it's inside of a vagina, right? So it has no, it's the same. It's inside the skin, and then the lady clamps there, and then now it's like moving inside the skin, like inside the vagina, right? And then it comes out, and then it's covered again. It's never supposed to be exposed, right? So they cut it and expose it, and then now all the men's brains are like, oh shit, we don't know where our home is, right? Like they're it's not covered. Like it's like an unconscious thing. So then there's layers. But then like men that are uncircumcised, it's not like, oh, an automatic thing that they're automatically like in this great chakra area with their first chakra, because then they're pounded with all the like mental stuff, and then like, oh, they want to fuck women. Like they still can, you know, play with it as much as they want. So yeah, like that's how it's supposed to be with the uncut. So that like, it's like, oh my God, it makes so much sense. So like the woman's ability to clamp there, boom, So if you're still shut down there, like if you don't have control over your mulabunda, like the squeezing and stuff of your breathing mechanisms, smile, kiss. Well, that's my job. My job as the male lover, because like you would have already activated by now. You have 2 kids with your husband. Like it would have already been activated. Like it's a lover fucking button. Like that's why like I couldn't fucking do it with anybody. Like I couldn't connect with anybody there. Like the only person I have a memory of connecting there with is you. So then like now we enter the equation back. Even talking about this now, like you might start feeling things that like, oh, it might like, because it's part of like the breathing heartbeat and the connection. Like see mine, I got cut. So like my mulabunda is like fucking really like fucking severed. Like so now the only way to heal it is to fucking, you know, reconnect with the woman. And now we're healing each other there. You know, with you. You know. That's why the daughter comes. Because if you're having thoughts that you don't want a daughter, that's your trauma. Because like that's like the reflection of the sister. Oh, you don't want to deal with that. Well, that's because you don't have the man there. Because really, like, you're having a daughter with no man around, or your lover around, so you're not popping out a daughter because you're thinking about me. You're thinking about your man around. You're thinking about, you know, so now the daughter comes because your man's around. Because your man's there to, you know, assist, you know, with his hands, just like Reiki. So you think about that. The culture of the boys. I meet a girl, I'm being called Lance Romance. Like, what's wrong with being called Lance Romance? What's wrong with being romantic with a woman? Like, it's a little gay. That's even a fucking knock that someone's being called Lance Romance. So, like, you can see that the culture there, the way that they're fucking talking, like, it's fucking gay. Like, it's kind of gay. Not that gay is wrong, because, like, it's not like we're judging it. Gay is just a kind of a trauma, because it doesn't understand. You're mixing up your replay, because you're the one getting fucked in the womb, originally. So your replay's off, and, like, you do the drugs, and it's just like, oh, yeah, fuck, whatever. So me and you putting on display this, like, we can't put it on display, like, back then. Like, I wouldn't have been ready. Like, I have to go through my own fucking trauma, like, healing before I'm ready to enter you again. Like, that's what, like, I'm like, you know, because, like, I want the daughter. I've always seen that, like, as the vision. Now it makes sense. We come together in the physical like we always wanted to. That's why the daughter comes in. Now your two sons are protecting the daughter. You know what I mean? That's what you want. That's what you want naturally. Now you don't have to do it. Now I don't have to do it. You know what I mean? Now I'm you know, now I'm the daddy you always wanted to see for yourself, for your daughter. Older brothers, healing with your brother. And now the original man who you fell in love with is, you know, it has brought the throne back. Has brought the throne to you, right? I had to leave to go get the throne, is what I had to do. You know, you're staying in London, you're the queen. Like, you can't leave London, you're the queen. Like, you need to keep building all that energy around you. Like, if I took you with me, I'm taking the queen away from London. Like, London doesn't like that. So I had to leave and go get the throne. That's all I did. I left because I had to make my NHL mark. I don't make my NHL mark, I can't bring the throne back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I have to go make a mark, pay my dues of my filmmaking dues, which is my trial and error fucking humiliation celebration. And then now I'm healing myself with my producer that I originally was always connected with. And now I'm bringing the throne back to London for us, because technically I don't have the throne if I'm not there with you. You don't have the throne if, you know, you're there with your husband. Like, you know, he's the back network cover-up guy, right? He's not the public face gangster fucking gladiator guy that liberated our thoughts. He's the backup, cover-up everything. That's why, like, he's making that message. Like, that makes more sense. Now my language is like, boom, I'm time bomb, off grid. Now time bomb coming in, boom, Kelly. Let's do it. You know, Kelly Thompson's gone. Like, me and you sitting on the throne is me and you. Also, like, it's like a glitch out where Kelly Thompson is resurrected almost, and you are now a rep of, you know, this whole, like, fuck, you are like a member of the team. You know what I mean? You're like on the team. You were on the team because you went to high school with Kelly. You know, like, seriously, like, this is how we alchemy all this fucking stupid ass freaking behind the club, like, control. And we get into the public square, and then I write contracts to regulate in digital space. So then they can never be taken back. Then we start operating. I control the operations for decades. So, like, you work out the kinks for a while. And it's all in the Pi blockchain. And meanwhile, we relive that year again. And now we do some type of memory complex where we just reliving out the year of the celebration. So we put the whole fucking year stuck in place. Now we return to being virgins. The city knows it. We put the whole thing on display. We're like sitting virgins forever. Now, if anybody parties with us and we do allow someone to fucking mess around in our space, it's like the most sacred thing in London history. Because that is the fucking underground fucking alchemy of, like, creation. So now we're the most sacred fucking thing ever. Like, literally. Most sacred fucking humans, literally, in North America. Shit, you not. See, I do this for you, right? I leave, I see you walk away, you're telling me what to do. Right? You're the Queen of London. You're telling me what to do. Go get our throne so this never happens again. You know? That way no girl can come in and even kiss me. That's what you're saying there. You're like, what? Kissing some girl? Like, you already know why I went up there. So you storm away because you're like, go get our throne. I'm sick of this. You know, and you go be with your girls. You know, you're like, and then I'm like, fuck. All right, you know, because I'm not sitting in London with you without your throne. Like, that's what you're saying to me. And I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, all right, Hail Mary, I'll fucking go get it. You know, so now I go through now I'm getting the throne because I want to sit there with you on the throne, and no girl can fucking come in and touch me unless they're like, oh, can I have time with the you know what I mean? Like, they have to, like, raise their flag. The only one that can jump my bones at will is you. That's the way I always wanted it. So now you're telling me what to do. Go get our throne. Okay. All right, I'm going to get our throne, right? I'm of service to the woman. Like, that's me. That's my consciousness. I'm of service to the city. The city is the woman. She wants a kiss because she, like, whatever, just quick kiss. Okay. Now, you come in. You're ready to be the queen with me. I got back from my ritual. We're ready to enjoy the city together. And you're pissed because, like, our space is being invaded and someone's showing you. And, like, we're not on the throne together. Like, I don't have the throne available. Like, I'm not smart enough to know I should have been sitting there with the fucking throne already. Like, right? Even after that trip, I'm, like, scared because I'm like, oh, what if she doesn't like it? Like, I know I need to tell you. I know I'm gonna tell you. Like, like, the reason why it works is because, you gave me the pass. So then now in the club, like, they know that I won't share you. They know that they let me do what I needed to do. So now I'm coming back. I'm nervous of my own power. I can't, like, create that force field of the throne. I'm being invaded by that experience because I'm already outputting. So this fucking demon is coming in, like, and she's just like, it's not her that's the demon, it's the possession of the alcohol in her. It's the water that's moving through her, the circulation that's causing her to make decisions about her environment without really being conscious. So then, boom, you come in, go get our throne. Fine, I leave, I'm going to get our throne. Now, when we're in the city together after that, everyone's kind of like, with us, why aren't they doing what they were doing? You know what I mean? Nobody saw us fight. Only your friends know about the fucking video. I never told any of my friends. But everyone's like, see, nobody cares, right? Nobody really cares because they don't really understand why they're even in playing the game of life. We're the ones that are kind of like looking through the superficial environment going, what's here? So now I had to go get the throne. Now I return with the throne for us. Because what are we going to do? I come back, I sit around, I'm at a bar, I see you, you come up, sit next to me, like, we say hi, we're friends? No. If I'm ever seen with you, everyone knows you're my queen. Like, I fucking took you in there. Like, you're my queen. You're my queen forever. I don't care. This is my thought. You'll always be my queen. You're my intimate lover. You're my lover queen forever. Like, I won't ever fucking lay down with another woman because remember, it's fucking replay. We're just replay here. So the spawn was already part of it. So this is real. This is our love story that we wrote. We couldn't have wrote it any other way. Like, how else are you supposed to sit on the throne? Like, you would have had to change culture. Like, everyone's on a path. They're drinking. They're gonna drink. Now the drinking is kind of like, is it really something we want to do? Now I just have to give an option out, which is our option. I'm going to get something to eat and move around a little bit, stretch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start, like, alcheming some energy. I'm going to start performing for you, like yoga and shit. Like, that's where like I can see, like, how this is glitching into things. Is it working? All right, talk to you soon. Talk to you forever. Now, not time, space, heartbeat.